Jack was lost. Not lost in the way you misplace your keys, but lost in life. He wandered down a narrow alley, the city's noises fading behind him. The air smelled of dust and rain. He spotted something odd, a door. It stood alone, old and wooden, with iron hinges thick with rust. Curiosity tugged at him. Why would a door be in an alley? He reached out, his fingers brushing against rough wood. The door creaked open as if inviting him in. He hesitated, then stepped through. The alley vanished. Jack blinked, his eyes widening. He stood in a forest bathed in golden sunlight. Trees older than time itself stretched towards the heavens, their leaves whispering secrets to the wind. The air hummed with a strange energy, a feeling of magic he'd only ever read about in books. A narrow path wound through the trees, beckoning him forward. He followed, drawn deeper into the woods. Flowers in every color imaginable bloomed along the path, their scent sweet and intoxicating. Strange birds with feathers like jewels sang melodies he'd never heard before. The forest felt familiar, like a forgotten dream. He realized he was holding his breath, afraid any sound he made would break the spell. As he walked, the feeling of being lost shifted. It wasn't a feeling of being physically lost anymore, but a deeper kind of lost. He emerged into a clearing, the trees parting as if to welcome him. In the center stood a small cottage, smoke curling lazily from its chimney. An old woman sat on a stool by the door, her eyes closed as she hummed a gentle tune. She looked up as he approached, her gaze surprisingly sharp. "You took your time, Jack," she said, a smile playing on her lips. Her voice was like the rustling of leaves, soothing and familiar. Jack froze. "How do you know my name?" he stammered, his heart pounding in his chest. He'd never seen her before in his life, yet her words resonated deep within him. It was as if some forgotten part of himself recognized her. She chuckled, her eyes twinkling with amusement. "I've been waiting for you, Jack," she said, holding out a hand. In her palm lay a silver key, its surface etched with strange symbols. "You seem lost." He was lost, and searching for something he couldn't even name. He looked at the key, its cool metal sending a shiver down his spine. "What is this?" he asked, his voice barely a whisper. "The key to finding your way," the old woman replied, her voice gentle. "The key to unlocking the doors within yourself." He took the key, his fingers tracing its intricate design. As he did, a surge of hope coursed through him. He didn't know what lay ahead, but for the first time in a long time he felt a flicker of excitement. He looked up to thank the old woman, but she was gone. The clearing was empty except for him and the key.